All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and we appreciate your patience as we have been sorting out a little bit of a technical delay here, but we are finally here for some bad Overwatch. I'm AJ0. I'm here with Albino Joe. Joe, how are you?
Doing pretty well, man. I'm excited to see how this whole entire match goes. I think it was you and I last time casting the, uh, no wonder 30 Widow duels that were going on previously. So I want to see this
Yeah,
happen again.
they were really exciting the first time these two faced off, and really the story of that match was that unless No Wonder was single-handedly dragging his team, they were generating zero momentum. And now, guys, as we're loading into Volskaya here, you might be looking at the names, you might say, hey, I don't see No Wonder again. Don't worry, he's just toxic and he's had his account suspended. Or maybe he's just playing on a Smurf for fun. I'm not positive, but Sure5 is No Wonder. However, on the bench life of Zach and Cody, you might see another name you're not familiar with, and that is Killian, aka Zach, aka the one living the bench life alongside Cody, or as you might know him, Dub Drum. There is no Chromatic tonight, and he's been kind of a huge unsung hero for bench life success. Killian, this is his BOL debut. I am super excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, his first match in, playing Reinhardt on the defense, pretty standard, should be a simple role, as long as he keeps that right click down. But another member, actually, on one of these teams, on Walmy Maybe, that is not in Tree, you'll notice, is being subbed in for Phoenix Blaze. Phoenix Blaze did play that last week, so I think that was his debut into the league here. But
yeah, and I thought
Tree's
Phoenix
out.
Blaze played pretty well. Tree out, he's traveling today. So this isn't a benching, but this is maybe the chance for Phoenix Blaze to kind of make his way into the starting lineup. I thought he played well last week. I think he deserves more of a look as a full-time healer for this team. So we'll see what 3 more maps can say. But we're starting up on the defense. Killian gonna try to hold the front line.
Yeah, little action, not much action as they rush out here. Not a dive comp coming out of Walmy Maybe or anything like that, but they are trying to speed through that side corner there, getting into the small room, but Killian does get a pin on Sure5. Batmal, no, sorry. And
oh yeah, Killian went pretty deep
here
for it though, and Valkyria playing the Mercy, by the way. Gets the res, but goes down, so both of these Mercies have res the healer, but this looks like it's going well for Walmy Maybe as they're making their way on the point behind Scotch's shield. They just have to get some pressure on Checkers to the side, but Sam's now kind of peeking over that ledge, trying to force that Widow back as they get a D-Mech on Thrifty, and unless something just bonkers happens from Checkers right here, this looks like it's going to be a capture. And there we go. Checkers down, and first fight, point capture.
Oh, Killian tried to get up there, but he's trying to get out, and he's going to stagger himself big time.
Oh, rookie mistake, given over.
Well, rookie mistake from the rookie, as you said. And you know what? There's a lot more to talk about these teams that I realized. Checkers playing that DPS, not Mercy, as you said, Valk on that Mercy. Dub Drum was one of the last survivors on that point, and he was able to take out a player or two before he finally died there. But yeah, point flips, and
things
here we
to
go.
talk about in the immediate future, though. Scotch and Blabooer already have their ults. There is nobody really close on the bench life of Zach and Cody. Dub Drum the closest at 80. He needs that transcendence to survive this Blabooer Graviton. He needs to find some damage. I don't think the tanks are giving it to him. It's Scotch and Blabber on the point.
He's got it!
Scotch gets the hammer, but there's no one there to follow up. They still go 1 for 1, but they're just being zoned so far back by this fire damage. Checkers is zoning this whole team back by herself.
Yeah, it's all that pistol Mercy crap that she's been doing. She knows how to fire these rockets somehow. And yeah, just absolute destruction coming from Walmy Maybe here.
What a disaster. Walmy Maybe had such an ult advantage. I thought that was the fight, and they just... You just have to go. Go with the tank.
Commitment, man.
And
gotta have commitment.
Yeah, this is what we see out of them a lot. Now we're going to be in a fight with a ton of ults from both directions, so this could get very explosive. Maybe we'll see Grab Hanzo combo coming out, but Dub Drum does have a Transcendence available.
Blab has the future of this team right now, of this next push here, as the grab comes out of the enemy team. Bench uses it first. Killian's in the fray there, swinging away, and there's a TK Thrifty shoots the bomb in, and just, man, dead push. Used a couple of ults there, and there was that Earth Shatter out of Killian?
Yeah, that was maybe a rookie Earth Shatter. I think they had already won that fight, but not the end of the world, hopefully. But the big story is that both of those support ults are still available for bench life. Specifically Dub Drum, because they need something to survive this grab combo that's coming.
Yeah, Dub Drum is going to be a big big thing. That's going to be a big ult. All right, here we go. Swift cast this.
And this is coming early. It's, no wonder pops up pretty short. Oh, there it is, though. The Transcendence comes out. Graviton. Now, here we go. Graviton, the second wears off Sam. Checkers doesn't give a damn about your combo. Checkers comes in and saves the fight.
That was big. Checkers with the flank there, stopping that grab. Dub Drum, yeah, rookie mistake using that early, but holy cow. That was an amazing play from Checkers, a DPS that we don't see play DPS that often. What?
My ultimate
Yeah, that was exactly what her team needed there. And Sam on the other side of this fight did not chuck out the dragon fast enough. I didn't see if she had maybe gotten locked up a bit or just was too hesitant, but that ult needed to come out. And now all of these advantages the Walmy maybe have had do not amount to a thing, as they are currently just sitting on a dragon, not close on anything else.
Yeah, ult's reset here, but a dragon coming out of Sam from the flank here. Killian is eating a lot of it. TK50 is out of his mech.
Ended up working pretty good as 30 tosses out the grab, but there's no one to follow into it. And now this is a lot of kills going the way of Walmy Baby. They've gotten Dub Drum, they've gotten 30. It's just a few alive on this point. One of them a Baby Diva. Checkers, can she carry again? There's no rocket barrage this time, so it's going to be a pretty tall order. There we go. Checkers is down. Killian trying to get back out of this point. He's the only one stalling. His one tick is going over to Walmy Baby. Now it's going to be the Lucio. Can Dub Drum stall? No, he cannot. Can the Mei stall? Well, yes, you know how this one ends.
Oh, no. Yeah, May is stalling the point. That 30's May. TK Thrifty on the point as well, but he's demacked. And the Sure 5 ult coming out of no wonder here from Soldier. And he is shooting, folks. Killian trying to get back on point, misses. Lucio from Dub Drum's on point. And this is going to end as a cap, I think. Killian trying to get back on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Finally ends up all coming together. As I thought that was a Sam ult on the flank brought to you by our sponsors, but that was not a bad dragon. It was a very, very good dragon. Getting the D-Mech on Thrifty and getting the kill on Killian, who, as we're probably going to be talking about a lot this match, just have to assume he's not going to have the game sense that some of his teammates would have, some of the more experienced Overwatch players would have. Just was not ready to back off. And with the tank line down, Walmy maybe was able to just kind of shred through what was left and get onto the point.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some investigative work here. Killian started the season as 27, level 27 overall. Started this BOL season for the draft, and his level currently...
29.
Yeah, so he hasn't played much.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Wow.
I know a lot of people maybe sometimes think they're going to play a lot heading into the season, then once they find out they're going to be on a bench, they maybe lose some of that motivation. I don't know for sure. I haven't talked to Killian recently. But I was actually going to say this before the last match, but we had so much to talk about. I don't think Reinhardt's a good pick for somebody that doesn't know Overwatch. I actually think it's one of the worst, because Reinhardt is so much about game sense. And I think you're just assuming you can micromanage them and tell them where to put a shield up. Well, that's not actually what Reinhardt's about. The shield is such a minor part of his kit. It's about getting into fights, getting ults, knowing when to charge. And I think it's safe to assume that Killian will just get completely abused. I think 30 was hoping maybe he could get a lot of ult charge out of him playing aggressively, as 30 was on the Zarya that whole last map. But
well, at level 29... Man, at level 29, anyone he plays is not going to be that good. Orisa might be a little better, possibly. I don't know, but you're right.
I'm back to the Reinhardt at the last second, so we got a 3 heal, 2 tanks, and 30 on the brand new McCree coming in on this offense, as they're going to be going for a high ground push here.
TM, brand new McCree, here we go. They're taking the high ground. They're not able to get out of there. Everyone's getting hurt. Bench ain't looking too good, but that shield's about to break, Killian.
What can they do? Dub Drum makes the jump, forces Sam off of the high ground, as the rest of his team is kind of flanking around to this other high ground here. And now here we go. Bench Life dropping on the point. Blabur dropping on the point, getting a lot of charge right here. Is Scotch also giving a lot of charge over to his Zarya. And 30 is down to start this fight. But this is very close to a tick. But Bench Life has already lost 2, and this will probably be an easy cleanup for Walmy maybe on the defenses. There we go. Valkyrie down. Now they're just going through the motions. Actually getting some good staggers here.
Yeah, getting whittled away. This is a very bad place for bench right now as they die just one by one. And there's the last two of them, so they can regroup after that if they're smart. 30 being the first one dead, I would assume they'd all follow him, right?
Yeah, ooh, there's a nice shot from Sam. Gets another stagger onto 30. So now we're going to be
I spoke too soon.
over a minute and a half in. We've only seen one team fight happen. Bench Life falling very far behind on tempo here. Although that was such an extended fight, they do have a lot of ult charge. One of the big ults, though, 30 did swap off McCree already if he didn't catch. And here we go, the push coming in. Dubdrum rallying very early. So this team gonna go through to this left side, establish up on the high ground, just get away from Sam's pot shots, but they are running into the AoE field of everyone else from Walmy Maybe. They're gonna contest in this doorway here. Dubdrum coming through, leading the charge for his team, misses the stun. Damage mostly sticking onto Walmy Maybe, but it's not a lot. 90 drugs. Here we go. TK Rippy popping his ult, and that is a dragon from downtown. That is an SBL Dragon Pulse. Now 30 up on the high. No, it's not 30. It's Surefire. No wonder his popped in line of sight, as he is putting a ton of damage down. And this is looking like another clean fight for Walmy Maybe.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of it for the most part, I believe. Scotch sleeping on the point, but he's going to wake up and defend, and some big staggers are going to come out. Unless Valk gets 2 kills? Oh yeah, my god, and then 30 on the high ground killing Blab. He's the last one. They're capping it somehow.
Holy shit, I thought that fight was completely over.
No, Walmy maybe had the manpower, but then just, yeah, Valk popped off, got some kills, and his Zarya's scary, I guess. Wasn't he playing healer last round? What is going on with this team?
It looks like this team is going to be trying a lot of different wrinkles today.
Man, that is... Jeez, and they're all, you know, they're shining. They're doing the thing. I like it.
Now, another swap, 30 off the hit scan onto the Hanzo. Looks like he wants to try to combo with one of his tanks at some point. Currently, both his tanks have ults. No one else on his team is close, but Batmel on the Zenyatta now has the Transcendence to counter it. So this fight should come down to just who can execute the non-ult stuff better. We do see 30 up on this high ground trying to focus the whole team. Taking that elevator. Oh, Lucio.
A lot of charge.
Rippy Senpai, I see you missing the elevator down there.
Man, yeah, and a lot of or not a lot of charge. A lot of charge coming into Valkyrie Zarya here.
Yeah,
30 getting picked off again by Sam.
Yeah, good shot from Sam. And now this is going to be a pretty hard position for Bench Life to hold, as Killian's shield is taking a lot of damage, and they're still in a 5 versus 6. Scotch is going around. He says, there's only one way out, guys. I'll meet you there. Because now we see Walmy maybe trying to collapse here. Sure5 putting down the damage. Can Wonder find the as Killian gets a huge ult, turns into a grab, and Walmy maybe gets popped. Melts never popped Transcendence.
Oh man, and they're gonna get on point. They're all gonna spawn at once. Sam won't be there for the team, but Walmy Navy right now has an automatic regroup with that absolute annihilation there. And the trance is coming out right away from Batmel to get onto the point and contest. 2 ticks are given to the team though. Scott
hammer down into his shield as he's prone to doing. Now we've got Visor coming out of Sure5, but no, he dies instantly. 30 and Dubdrum are finding the kills. This push is going to continue. A dragon is coming out from the side, and it's looking like Bench Life is going to cap this point one whole second faster than Walmy maybe did.
That is, oh man, that was so weird. They were so staggered. Like, okay, Bench, that whole entire thing started when they were going down that elevator, like semi-retreating because of 30 died. And as you said, Scotch was like, hey, I'll meet you at the only exit, friends. And then this Earth Shatter, this massive freaking Earth Shatter. That was Killian who did that, right?
Yes, it was. And I don't know if Batmel just didn't see the Earth Shatter coming and didn't pop the Transcendence, but that ends up being maybe a match costing mistake, is there was not the damage to kill through a Transcendence there. Batmel had to find that ult, but she was on the ground, not able to, in an easy mop up, and then just the staggers are just barely enough.
I mean, don't even just blame that. I mean, Scotch could have had a shield up. They could have also just not went that route. I mean, that was kind of a ballsy play. They're trying to split the team, and then really that team just surrounded them. But yeah, Killian getting that ult off, man. Woo, that's
big stuff.
Pogger material right there from a level 29 player. beginner's luck, right?
So we're going to have Walmy maybe on the defense here as no wonder over onto oh no
What?
Sam!
What?
No! No! Not no! Oh for fuck's sake!
What did she
is going to
do?
see that she tried to make a jump and fail, and now Benchlife is going to rush to this point 6 versus 5! This is such a huge mistake!
Oh my god,
Here
and
we go.
that
Thrifty is on the point as this tanky composition is coming out. He has already lost his mech though. Maybe he got a little too hypey, but it was a trade in for a healer.
Scotch is deep. Scotch is dying. Killian took him out, but Valkyrie's going down too. The res checkers finds TK Thrifty back up. And they have man advantage. Right now, Bench has the man advantage to take on Blab, stalling his maze. We saw his maze very strong. Killian not knowing that timing of the ice block to charge. And Sure 5, Zarya staying on point, Badmel staying on point, Blab staying on point, Sam back in the fight on the mini hut thing, whatever you call that. It's kind of even on point here as Phoenix plays. Sam finds 30, and that's a big kill, but Killian also finds Sure 5.
Yeah, it looks like the bench life is willing to take the spawn advantage as they are rushing on this point. They're about to have all 3 of their tanks on this point. Well, at least momentarily until Killian goes down. It's just Valk and TK and Thrifty. They are at man disadvantage for a second longer as Checkers is trying to get there, but Thrifty lost the mech, Blab buying so much time in that ice block as at least some heals are finally in. Valk needs to find some picks ASAP. And there it is, the hook and the kill on the Blabur. Now it's just Sam, and 30 is finally making his way back. Sam does take out a Widow, or sorry, Mercy before going down, but now it's both of these healers here. This is such a long staggered fight. Everyone has died twice, but now
but the bro down.
No! Killian charges it!
Oh my god, Scotch hammer down finds 2. Dump Drum, you're not playing for 30, you're still playing. Oh my god, Scotch swinging away. Killian finds a hammer down, but it doesn't matter. Sure 5 bubbled himself, and they still have spawn advantage here. Bench Life should be able to take this on this push here. Sure 5.
And now Thrifty is finally trying to body block the people coming from spawn instead of getting to the point. Very effective as it's slowed down Blabur. We finally have a tickling over to Bench Life. Sam, as soon as this Maywall comes down, can she find the Widow shots? No. It looks like Bench Life knows they have to back up, but they could be getting picked here. It's 30, gets 1 snipe. Can they find another? I don't think so. But they still, once again, have the chance to start a fight. 6 versus 5 as the enemy team doesn't have Sam, but they have to rush fast. Sam just spawned. I don't think Bench Life gets to take advantage of this one, but they are still making their way on the point they want to fight.
Yeah, Walmy maybe is all together now. Everyone's in position here. Scotch protecting the team with that big shield. The fight is breaking out very slowly here, waiting for picks. Sure 5, a little bit of damage going to him. The tanks, Killian is taking a little bit, but Valkyrie's trying to flank and it doesn't work. Blab finds him, and they're at a disadvantage, but they have to, well, they don't have to.
They have to fight here. They only have 50 seconds, and now they've lost 2. Now they have to commit to backing out. They have to get a clean last fight unless 30 finds the frags, but his team is down 2, down a mech. But 30, oh, this is so tough. 30's finding the frags, but I still think his team has to regroup.
Yeah, that's definitely a regroup. They're not going to be able to, they might not be able to touch, maybe?
No, they're able to touch. Just
as a 6, well, is it?
But it looks like Walmy, maybe they recognize the situation. They are forcing their way out. This is what cost them the last round, though. And once again, it starts with them pushing out, and no wonder getting picked. Now 30 is up in the high ground, looking for the snipes. Can he find any heads?
10 seconds left here. TK Thrifty is on the point. Valkyrie's right behind him, and the sniper is coming out. Blab is falling. The Transcendence coming out of Dump Drum, making sure that Bench stays alive, but Badmel's doing the exact same thing with the Graviton there. Dump Drum is down. Valk is down. The team fight's going down. Dump Drum's back up there. Both healers back up on Bench Life again.
Only briefly though, because Checkers goes down getting that res off, and now here we go. The damage comes through for Walmy, baby. They find all the picks, and they're going to hold the second point.
Wow, not even a tick. That was nutty.
And now, Walmy maybe has the chance to win this one outright. Or even better, we have the chance to draw.
No, not again, please, no. Man, those were some pretty intense fights. And how long? Okay, so their Bench Life was pushing the point, right? The first point for 3 minutes? Well, no, they had 3 minutes, like, total. So what? That was like a 2-minute fight on that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a long fight, and it was just one fight. You don't normally see a fight go even for that long in Overwatch.
Yeah. God, great play out both teams.
Yeah, that's really one of those situations where maybe in a theoretical world, like one of the teams, it might make sense tempo-wise to give that fight up early, but in the heat of an actual Overwatch game, you can never call to abandon a fight that's that close. So I don't blame either team for dragging that one out for so long. But as we're heading on to this defense here, looking like we're seeing a full roster of different picks over the course of the night. I think we're going to see Benchlight keep changing things up a lot, but they're sticking with this 3 tanks with an Ana with 30 on the Soldier 76.
Defend objective A.
Yeah, he really likes that Soldier. He's been playing it, I think it's the second time we've seen it so far on the attack here, and the fight is just breaking out right away here. And Phoenix Blaze is the first to be caught out by Killian's charge, and very staggered here. A lot of back line, a lot of front line, Scotch swinging away.
And a lot of trades in both directions. Wally maybe, I bet those stuck committed to this. She's actually giving some charge over to No Wonder. And Blabour has made his way onto the point. This May very low, but no one can shoot him.
Nope, she's dead.
Maybe gets the kill. I think that Wally maybe needs to regroup now.
Yeah, for sure. That was a very strange fight. There's front line and back line action going on both sides. No straight up picks, but Scotch way up front, leaving his team in back.
Yeah, big miscommunication. Now Scotch charges the other direction. They are still waiting for their 6, by the way. They're dropping the hammer. Can they get the follow-up? They've gotten a DMAC. They've gotten a kill onto the Diva. But what else? Killian very split from his team as well. So that's now... Oh, Sam gets the pick out of 30. But somehow Killian in the back line, he's actually putting out some damage, but I don't think it's going to matter. On the point, the rest of Walmy maybe find the kills. And this point is going over, and now we're going to have just under 2 minutes. Can Walmy maybe win this map?
Yeah, they have more time than Bench did when they were pushing the attack here. So we'll see how the set plays out. I mean, 2 minutes.
In a rough spot on ults with only 2 minutes remaining. No wonder only it's 6% on that Zarya. The Zarya Hanzo would be the big combo we're looking for. But right now, there's a pretty big ult advantage in favor of Benchlight. And here we go. Early drag coming through, straight through the point. Good for 3. As now Killian gets a hammer on the point 30, dropping his visor. And this looks like it's going to be a mop-up. Dub ends up wasting his ult potentially as Walmy maybe is getting some picks. But here we go. 30 trying to save this point himself. Diva ult doesn't find anyone as this fight now getting fairly split. Now going down to Thrifty trying to do all the taking for his team, but he gets forced off the point. Scotch goes down. Thrifty does save his mech though, and this is looking like it's going to be a stagger on Blabour to end this fight.
Yeah, Blabour trying to stay on point as long as possible, not doing any good there. Sam going out to the point instead of getting out, probably a wise decision to be honest. And
the big thing here though, Sam got a dragon again during that fight.
And Sure5 has the grab.
They have the combo. They have saved their ults on the other side. Benchlight popped everything, and they are not close. Walmy maybe cannot make a mistake on this entry, as this is the last fight they have time for a clean setup for. But it should be fairly easy. They have a Lucio speed boost. They just have to go in there, lead with the May ult, separate everyone, then pop the AoE ult. Can they do it? They're leading with the May ult. The Graviton will lead with the ult though, but a Dragon's coming through. It doesn't hit anyone because it was going for the grab, and the grab was bad. But remember, it's just a tick needed. There's already a tank down. There's already 2 tanks down.
This is it. Dub Drum's the last one. Dub Drum 30.
But he's not going to be able to. 30 goes down, and that's it. Walmy maybe with the team kill. Walmy maybe wins full sky.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Ah! So, oh my god. Who got the play of the game?
Play of the game. It's going to be Killian. It's going to be that fat Shatter that's won his team the map. Look at this. He drops out. He's like, holy shit, they're going to push on us. They're going to push on us. This is the man. Wait, no, it's not the man. Hammer out, motherfuckers.
Wow. That. Oh my god. That is insane. Like, you don't not take that. There's no player, there is no Overwatch player who could not do that.
Well, the best thing is, it was literally the second his feet touched the ground. There's plenty of Overwatch players that would have hesitated for a second there, and maybe that's why he caught the other team so off guard.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, who's all behind you? Like, he didn't know at the time, probably. That was a great ult, though. That was a game winner.
Yeah, an exciting match on Volskaya as Walmy maybe. It's looking like Walmy maybe on these two CPs is the must-watch Overwatch of the BOL right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all close. They're all exciting. Man, but we're changing pace here with Nimbani. Hybrid map, eh?
Yeah, we'll see how Bench Life can adapt. I mean, they don't have to be a whole lot better than they were to win Volskaya. So maybe they swap things up. We'll see. But this new look out of Walmy, maybe they're just. It looks like they're playing a little cleaner. I know. A big thing from talking to people behind the scenes is I don't think No Wonder's direction for the team has been very effective. I think it's just a lot of the teammates see the game differently than he does. And I think when they played without him last week, they realized they could play much more cohesive Overwatch if they let other people kind of have the tactical direction for the team. So I'm wondering if this week, No Wonder comes back in and they just sat him down. They said, listen, buddy, you're going to do what we say, not the other way around. Trust us.
And because, I mean, the flip side, too, is he could have just realized it and just totally backed off. Because authoritative calling in this game is not always a very effective strategy. You can't make everyone play a certain way most of the time. So you kind of got to play fast and loose sometimes and just let all your players do what they do best, you know? At least that's how I see it. And, like... that was still a fun game to watch, and I don't like. You just said they played a lot cleaner, and you know sometimes I didn't see that. Like that last fight on the point where they had 4 ults, and you said they couldn't mess it up, and I'm like, you know what? They possibly could. Who knows? But they had 4. They used all 4 ults, and I think Killian was the only one who actually died to it. A lot of them were like zoning ults, you know, dodging the dragon, dodging the blizzard, and everything. Which, you know, that's more than enough to give the space you need to get on the point and then do some damage, but. Typically, you want to use those to kill people, not just to zone.
Yeah, the grab out of Wonder was the monkey ults, to be honest, and that was the costly one. I don't blame Sam for just immediately chucking the dragon where the grab went. The Blizzard, I think, actually ended up being very effective because it covered the whole point, and that, I think, turned into their setup, but that's for another time, as there will not be any day right now. Blabur over to the Diva. We've got this Genji Sombra comp coming out, as there is some heavy dive here with Batmel and Phoenix Blaze rounding things out. On the other side, TK Thrifty busting out that new Pharah. Can he hit direct hits?
Yeah,
here we go. The dive is coming straight up onto this high ground. Sam is also behind, looking for some hacks. There's some big tank damage going out. There's not a lot of tank healing here, as they've already lost Scotch. Blabur being chunked out, but they do trade for Jumper, and they trade for 30. It's a 4 versus 4 on the point, as TK Thrifty is pretty uncontested up in the air. As Genji tries to finish him off, but it's TK Thrifty getting the big damage here, and it's looking like a hold from the bench line.
Yeah, whenever you have 2 healers trying to cap the point, you know, Phoenix Blaze and Batmel were on there, that's not going to work most of the time.
Yeah, it looked good momentarily because they got all that damage, and they got the pick out of 30 especially, who was, I mean, hard carrying his team on the last map. 35% of the damage on Volskaya is a pretty absurd amount in competitive Overwatch.
Thanks for the assist.
He's going to need some more pressure here, but Thrifty good in that last fight. As looks like No Wonder recognized that. Doesn't want the Pharah to just end his career. Swaps over to the Widowmaker. But Blabur and Scotch getting very chunked out. Their team not getting anything for this. Pressure as Sam gets hooked on the point.
Yeah, big hook from Valkyr, and that's going to totally stop Walmy Navy's pushing their tracks if they know what they're doing. But they're looking for picks here. Sure5, No Wonder, I should say, looking for picks. Blab kind of getting caught out, but he has the defense matrix to make sure he's fine. Just Scotch jumps out as well. And this is a reset time for Walmy Navy.
Yeah, and still not big ults available. And I guess, I mean, with this composition, there's not going to be big ults other than the EMP for Walmy maybe. Meanwhile, on the other side, a lot of big ults available. So here we go, D-Vault coming in from Blabur, leading things, but now 30 says, I'll show you how to hold effectively. He's trying to take somebody out, but he can't find the damage on the Phoenix Blaze. Phoenix Blaze is just barely able to dodge. And now Checkers gets the res out of TK Thrifty, but it's still a 5 versus 5. Sam did go down though, so there won't be an EMP in this fight, as we're getting kind of split, but No Wonder looking for the snipes, trying to find Checkers, but Checkers is doing such a good job of dodging it. Checkers, no! He picks out No Wonder again! Why? You can't keep getting away with this! You're a Grandmaster Widow! I know I joked about clicking the head. Just click the body. Just do that a couple of times. You can win that way
Right
too.
beside you.
You're the goddamn Widowmaker.
Where does it go?
He's still the goddamn Widowmaker. No swaps coming out here. As Alt, I'm going to say pretty even here. TK Thrifty has the Rocket Barrage, but Sam has the EMP. Maybe the most impactful ult in all of Overwatch. So big eyes on Sam here. What can she find? Is it everybody? Sam destroys that team with the EMP. Now can there be the follow-up? They get Thrifty, so that Rocket Barrage is not going to go off. Sam dies, but that was so worth. Our team is up 1 right now. Soon to be more. They do get a res on to kill you, but Phoenix Place actually going down for Waldy. As here we go, Blabooer tossing out another D-ball. Finds Dump Drop. This is looking good for Walmy, maybe, but 30 seconds
checkers.
out. He finds one of the healers.
Yeah, 30 is fighting tooth and nail on the point. Checkers was supposed to be there healing with him, but she's like, nope, screw it. I'm going to be shooting people on my own, but I'm going to heal TK Thrifty, who's going to get back in the sky, right? He's going to have that ultimate. Maybe use it. Rocket Barrage not getting used on TK Thrifty.
He's
Point
saving,
that.
he's looking for a big one, and
There
there
it
it
is.
comes. He chucks it right into the tanks. He puts out some damage, but it's actually not as
Glad
big as we
blocks
thought.
all.
But it did buy some time, and actually it bought a lot of time. As there's a res on a TK50, Ben's Life has somehow gotten their whole team alive onto this point. They have a big man advantage, and now they're finding the picks. They hold this first point on New Body.
Man, yeah, a 6-man or a 5-man EMP leads to this. Single
I
tier.
spoke too soon about clean Overwatch. If you hit a 5-man EMP and you don't win the fight, oof.
Yeah, that's bad. The rest of the team couldn't follow up, and you know, as a dive as well. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and it didn't look like No Wonder was really accomplishing a whole lot on the Widowmaker. I'd have to see the replay for sure, but normally we've seen more shots coming through from him when he's on this Widowmaker, and that wasn't happening there the whole time he was on the pick, really. But they still have the chance to win this on defense. They did get to 77.7% on this first point. But there's not going to be a whole lot of room for error here.
I want to revisit that ultimate that TK Thrifty did. It directly into the face of Blab's Diva. And he was able to get a pick and delay a little bit in the sky, and it was eventually rezzed afterwards. But that's a play. I wouldn't have done that. Who ults directly into a Diva, you know?
TK Thrifty, apparently.
It worked.
I would rather he ult directly
Microphone
into
muted.
a Diva right click than a moving platform. He has been improving. We're 2.5 years in the Baddie League, but those far ults are getting better.
Oh my god.
I don't know if, I'm guessing you don't know this either. The fire changes, those apply to her ult too, right? Maybe if anyone in Twitch chat knows for sure. If it's the same rockets that she shoots with her left click, I assume so. So
Yeah, I have no
maybe
clue.
that's gonna affect how effective her ult is? I don't know for sure. I don't touch the DPS a whole lot these days. But on the defense, we are committed to protecting the president. Bastion out of Batmel. And No Wonder on the Soldier. This should be pretty effective against what Bench Life is running out the gate. That Reaper, not going to get anywhere near that Bastion.
No, pretty cheesy comp coming out of Walmy maybe here, which maybe that's what they need.
Yeah,
Bit of cheese for another tie.
They are a much more committed team to cheese after how their last week went. I know that was a big part of their win without, or their 1-2 week without No Wonder.
Yeah, the high ground is now taken by Bench Life here as they're kind of just fighting over the point. Not on the point. Killian falls
Killian
to
down.
Scotch, but Rez back up. Not a big
Yo,
problem.
this is, TK gets in there, he's going for the big play, but he's got to tuck his tail between his legs and get the hell off.
Ooh,
And
good
the damage
charge.
does come through though, they get the Discord out of Batmel, they have to get this rest of Phoenix Place
Oh,
is
no.
there. Bastion is back, is Batmel dropping on the point, but she is away from all the shielding, but she is behind enemy line, putting out big damage before going down. As we now have a bit of a staggered fight. I think this is a 3 versus 3 on this point. Remember, they cannot give this point up. As now Checkers is going aggressive.
The res!
Gets the res on a TK50. And somebody contest this goddamn point. Somebody besides Sam needs to get down there. But Sam is apparently enough. No one can shoot that little old grandma. Now Thrifty trying to turn this fight. As Killian comes charging from his spawn. Big damage comes through Phoenix Plays. Gets a res on No Wonder, but now both of the healers are down. but Boer demeched, but Bastion has the ult. Can Batmel save this? I think that she can. It'll be enough. And we'll all be maybe in another long fight. They hold it just a tick.
An amazing hold there, and that looked like taking victory out of the jaws of defeat. 30 unfortunately used his ult and died right away, but he's popping off right here on the side, trying to fight with Batmel. He took down Sure5 already. No wonder. And yeah, this fight is gonna break out with a 5v6. It looks like.
Yeah, Sure5 running back from spawn was not able to get res there by Phoenix Blaze, as there are some big ults available here. This could be a pretty explosive fight. It's all Thrifty picks off Phoenix Blaze. He was so far forward. This is a disaster.
Yeah, Blab getting on point as the sole contesting person for the team. The ult coming out. He's not going to find anyone with that trance. Coming out of Dub Drum, his reaction to not die.
She's pointing. She's clicking. She's taking you on a
Shadow to die.
But now 30's there. 30 finds 2 kills. And this is going great for Benchlight. 30 finds the shots, finds the ult. And that looks like it's going to be the point. Phoenix Blaze, no, don't back off of the points. Or no, that was Sure5, but it's not going to matter either way. Benchlight takes Numani and ties up the match.
1-all as we look at this play of the game here, coming out of Checkers, none other than Checkers.
No, it's gonna be her getting into No Wonder's face again. No, maybe it's not. It's the pretty aggressive play into a pretty aggressive res here.
It was all pistol play. What the hell? Are you
And this was actually, yeah, that was during the fight that they won off of.
That is, I expect nothing less. That is a play of the game from Checkers for sure. And Numbani, as you said, goes to bench life, and we're tied 1-all. And we're about to go into that last map of the night.
Lijiang Tower. Somebody will win this series.
Yeah, no ties allowed. Man, and it's weird watching these games. I could not tell you who's gonna win. Like decisively Li Zhang. This is going to be a close match. They've both been kind of brawly. A little bit of cheese coming out of Walmy maybe, as we saw on the defense there.
Very brawly match so far, and I'm so excited that we get to close this out on King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And especially Li Zhang.
Yeah.
One of the maybe most iconic BOL maps.
Get the hype out.
So let's see. We are going to start here on... I don't know what this was called.
Gardens?
Yes, I think so. We got Gardens because we've got City Center, which is... No, is this City Center and then Night Market and Control Tower? Or City Center, they're not.
No, City...
That's
I don't think it's
bad.
called City Center.
No, I think you're right. I think Gardens sounds right. Yeah, we're gonna go with Gardens.
Mm-hmm. We're receiving word from the man behind the curtain that this is, in fact, Gardens.
By the way, shout out to Cap'n and UTech. I see you guys with your Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. And your Twitch Real Money sub. Even better. Tier 1. That is better than a Tier Prime. Not really.
Okay.
But I see you. We appreciate your contribution to Team Swan.
Clowns, man. It's all about the clown.
All about those clowns, because they might not be there for much longer. Enjoy your Swain B1 clown, guys. As we are hopefully going to be rolling out something cool soon, TM. But in the immediate future, Lijiang Tower, it looks like we're going to do 30 back to the McCree. On the other side, Sam, Widow, No Wonder, Tracer, sticking with some dive, but No Wonder playing the dive DPS.
And something to note, Valk is on the tank as he normally is, Checkers on the healing again normally. Unlike the first match that they played of the night, and the fight is breaking out on the point now. Scotch and Blab trying to get into the grill, but no, the point's taken by Bench Life first. Killian with that big shield in front, but goes to some other place and is not up in the front anymore. Valk fighting people up in front with Dub Drum right there as Lucio, and no one is really dying, but Batmel does. Ooh. So does TK Thrifty. The fight is now even.
Oh, this is embarrassing. It was 5 versus 5. Get on the point, you fucking moron!
Oh man, and the morons here are not getting on the point as Walmy maybe. Okay, they are on the point here. Batmel does die on the point. Baboor's out of mech on the point, dying as well. And Scotch, his monkey, one of the last ones to die. Sorry, Tracer, Sure5, Wonder, whatever your name is, you're gonna die by a guy.
Yeah, but look at that. It's 18% when no one dies. I mean, that's That's a free 20% they gave over. That's an entire team fight they will not be able to take because no one touched the point. It was 5 versus 5.
Yeah, you gotta have, especially if you have dive tanks, there's no excuse to not be able
No,
to
there's
contest at least for a little bit.
Bad Overwatch on a Walkie Baby, but we've said that plenty of times this season.
Well,
But
hey,
into
let's
the
see some
next
good
fight,
Overwatch.
They are pushing into ults from 30 and Dub Drum, and no wonder already down. 30 pops the Deadeye, doesn't do a whole lot, but this is still going well for the point holders. They've already taken out both of the opposing DPS, and I think this is going to, just be a reset as the 3 that can get out try to, but there's
No,
a nice chase coming through.
Chase 'em.
Ball charge being gained here, but maybe Dub Drum going a little too. Oh, Dub Drum goes downtown, ends up being a trade. Dub Drum for Batmel.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, Lucio is gonna be able to get to the point faster. Dub Drum. And something to note, man, good eat from Blabur there from the McCree ult from 30. That was that's something that kind of gave him a little bit of space, but hey, they lost in the end, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, so we'll see here as ults are coming through, and this is the last fight really. So something big needs to happen here from Walmy maybe. So they're walking around this point. Lucio looking for the boot, but Dub Drum doesn't find it. As here we go, the tank off starting up the front. TK Thrifty playing very aggressive forward. Here we go,
Big bomb.
toss towards the point, but Dub Drum goes down. Got his ult off though, but his team losing a lot of health. Now 10 more picks come through. Blabur finally chucking an ult in his that's Valkyrio chucking an ult. Is the ult coming through from TK Thrifty as well? This is looking good for Bench Life as they get the better ults off. They're going to hold this point. No wonder going to just buy some time here, but he is 1 versus a lot. And we know that never ends up going well. By the way, Checkers, once again, the Widow Killer herself, finally won for good measure here. As Batmel's going to try to touch this point, actually. They're going to waste some time, actually. They're going to waste some good time here. They've got quite a few members of their team back to this point, but not going to matter as Batmel down, Scott down, Phoenix Blaze down, the Mech down, the Blab down. Walmy maybe down.
Clearing the area.
Yeah, first point.
By the way, another decisive team fight. I mean, not counting the 100% overtime stagger that happened, but the last team fight, this is another decisive team fight that ends with the Batmel in the spawn room with the Transcendence available. She has just not had good game sense on this Zenyatta. And I think it's been costing her team big.
Yeah, that Zen ult is just so big.
Especially in that situation. I mean, maybe she was trying really hard to save it for the Pharah, but didn't end up working.
Yeah, and well, I mean, she's switching to Moira for this point here on the night market, and out of the gate, we see No Wonders playing Zarya. He's off the DPS.
Yes,
Lab is on the Mei.
Yeah, they want the Mei. They need some more big play firepower. Coming from their DPSs. They're looking around here. Both these teams going to be on the point as the wall is going to kind of split the team. Here goes the charge for Killian already going down. What else can Walmy maybe find as everyone is on this point? They will not repeat the mistake of last game as Checkers got a ballsy res on the Killian in the middle of this fight, but Killian being surrounded on all sides. 30 is down. Valkyrio's been demech. This is looking much better for Walmy maybe as they're finding the kills, and they are going to capture this point.
It's the Blab. It's Blab on Mei. They don't lose when Blab plays Mei. I don't know why they haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, ooh, there we go, getting some late staggers here as they are pushing nice and aggressively. Thrifty being staggered. I think that'll be the only. Yeah, that will be the only one.
Still a big stagger.
Yeah, every bit helps. By the way, 30 over to the Tracer. Not a whole lot to handle him naturally. I like the swap out of 30. Gonna try to get people looking the other direction. As here we go on Graviton coming out of No Wonder, but not a whole lot of damage going into it, and No Wonder goes down in the process, but here we go, Scotch finds a hammer, it gets 2, but there is nothing to combo. Once again, a late dragon. I have no idea where that was going, but now the fight making its way towards the point. Scotch is down. I think this is a man advantage for bench, but it's not a huge one. Still room for an outplay, but here we go, Rookie coming in. Justice finds a few.
Yeah, this is
30
benches.
on a nice pulse, and that's going to be a point flip.
Man, massive miscommunications coming from Walmy maybe. There's a Zarya grab, a Reinhardt Earth Shatter, and then came the Sam Dragon from Hanzo, and that did not do them any favors here as bench takes the point. They're able to push up a little bit, and switches are coming out. Sam is now on that McCree.
Yeah, another different pick. I don't think we've seen Sam on hit scan really at all this season, excluding the Widowmaker. But Batmel leading the charge here with the Coalescence coming through as there is a fairly split bench life They do find Checkers, but they lose 2 in the process. Dubdrum with a nice move there to get Phoenix plays, but it's a 4 versus 4 as these teams make their way to the point. Killian takes the one-man share. He's like, fuck you, man, you fucking frozen bitch.
That was a big, hey, I think that was worth it, because you gotta, if Blab can stay on point and live, especially when he has that ult, that's gonna be a massive problem. But they're still fighting. Walmy maybe. There was a Diva Bomb coming out of Valk that kills Phoenix plays, another pick, and I don't know what is going on with this fight here. There's people staggered on both ends, and
30 and
Scotch is on point.
Went down. Checkers is down. This is looking good, actually. Killian does get a fire strike kill, but this is still a big man advantage for Walmy as they're trying to charge on this point. They still have to shred through some beefy tanks, but they get a D-back. The Blizzard is down, creating a lot of pressure on this point. They're going to get the kill onto Killian, chasing down anyone that tries to remain, which is no one, and the point flips back to Walmy.
Massive Blizzard there. I mean, granted, there wasn't that many people in it, but man, it just looked nice on the point, you know? It was big.
Ooh, they get the stagger under Checkers. That's big. We might be in one-fight territory here.
Oh yeah, definitely. As Killian's there with the shield, there's no reason we should be that far up. Why is he that far up?
That is such a costly D-Mac. Valk, honestly, he needs to suicide, and he does.
Oh no.
But now we are decisively in one-fight territory. Look at the ult. It's a Pulse Bomb and a Valkyrie for bench life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah, but hey, 30 works wonders with those Pulse Bombs, you know.
That's true, and he's going to need one because he's playing 2 ults into 4 right now. Graviton, can a big one come out for the first time? No! Dubdrum gets picked early. 30 does get a trade on to Sam, though. It's a 1 versus 1, but Dubdrum is resin. Actually, this is good. Sam is down. Batmel is down before the coalescence, but 30 has died for the second time. Phoenix plays popping the sound barrier on this point as everyone making their way to the point. Once again, where will the picks go? There are no heals available. But here we go.
Massive grab.
They had no heals. They had to find the kills. And they do!
Checkers is on!
With the
Checkers is on with the pistol!
Checkers is here! It's not enough! Sam with the high noon in case anyone steps out on this point, and they won't! A team killer's through! And Walmy maybe gonna force map 3 on Li Jiang!
Wow. Yeah, that... lot of stuff went wrong for bench life there. On the defense. Is, you know, yeah, ult advantage definitely had a big factor in that whole entire thing, but man...
Joey. Walmy maybe. First they get a draw. Then they draw a match. Then they get the win without no wonder on a map. Can they finally put it all together and win an entire match? It all comes down to this. Control tower on Li Jiang Tower. And we're gonna pause it. We're gonna pause it. We have to.
Man, yeah, how about that for hype? We are finding who's going to control this series on Control Tower of Li Jiang, and we're paused to the entry. What the hell? And someone is peeing and pausing. What the hell? What the hell's going on?
Don't pee in the middle of games, guys.
No.
Overwatch match takes less than an hour. Go before. Go after.
I agree. Or just, you know, have a bucket.
Or have a bucket. Yeah. I'm not here to judge.
I mean, no one's looking at you.
Bucket.
Yeah. No one knows.
What do you think I'm doing when I mute my mic on TeamSpeak all the time? But when I'm not muting my mic, I'm casting Overwatch as both of these teams are out the gate here. So we've got this Reaper coming through from TK50. 30 says, I'm sick of being frozen. I'll do it myself. It's now.
Oh my god, and Blab is on that main. That's going to be really big. Killian's frozen way in the front line, not putting up a shield, which is bad. TK Thrifty on the flank, trying to get people dead. Wonder is sleeping, but Killian wakes him up, and Killian dies in the process. Very big mistake from him as a wall comes out of 30, and you know what, this is very clearly in the advantage of Walmy maybe here. Checkers trying to contest his Ana onto the point. Batmel's frozen, but shielded, and yeah. Very convincingly in Walmy maybe's favor.
A great fight for Sam there. Already has the Riptire available as all of the opposing team was fighting in those small hallways. Easy plays for Junkrat just to chuck bombs into.
Oh no.
And now the Stagger's coming through here. Good chase board is on. Wonder?
Yeah, Wonder got picked by the wall there and he accidentally blew himself up, but hey, that's not as big of a pick as the rest of the picks that Walmy maybe got on bench.
Yeah, ends up being okay. He'll be able to make it back here in time as now his team looking great on ult, as this has actually been some very explosive fighting. There's a lot of ult charge on both sides, but more ultimately for Walmy maybe here is Sam has that Riptire. It's gonna be the big one I'm looking for. And Sam leading with it nice and early, going up into the sideline, gonna settle for just taking one. Takes out, no,
Double
takes out
kill.
two. Dubstar was close, I didn't realize it. Bench and Cody, Zach and Cody being sent back to the bench slide. Now Phoenix plays probably a bad sound barrier if we're being honest here. I think this fight was already pretty decisively won, but they're gonna clean up with those big shields. They still have 4 ults available as they have 4 players on fire. Well, at least 3.
Oh my god, and they're pushing so far up. Killian is out of position and dies in the process. Like, they're just wrecking, and a good wall from Blat. Well, not right wall from Blat, but Blat gets hooked, and a wall comes out of 30. Who's the better May? But
but here we go. The
I know,
ultimate comes
what's
through.
going on?
Yami maybe is throwing everything to keep them pinned to their spawn as they pop
my-
both of their tank ults. We're in one fight territory. I don't know if it was worth, and I won't have time to really break it down.
AJS, we're in pillow fucking territory.
It's just the regular season, you pillow fucking virgins.
Oh my
As soon as the sound barrier comes out early from Dumbo, but his team is still taking a lot of damage. A blizzard from 30, but no one's running backwards into it. 30 jumped in too deep. Your team needed it into the choke, and you just
Oh, but the
throw it
cap,
there.
but TK50's coming the point. Oh
Yeah,
my
but he's
god,
the only one
TK50
alive.
that now.
TK50 makes it, but this is it. TK50 can stay here. They don't make it. Joey, they don't make it.
Oh my
Bobby,
god.
baby. They did it. They did it. They win a match. They win a match for the first time this season.
Oh my god. Who got the play of the game for this clusterfuck?
Play of the game. Oh, it's gonna be Killian.
Why?
He gets embarrassed with the game. Oh, look at this. It's just gonna be overtime. This wasn't even a real team fight.
What? What? This is... Put it... I'm speechless. I can't talk.
Same. And the one stat I want to point out there, Phoenix Play is 28% of team damage taken healed. This is the guy I want to see in the starting lineup for real next week when Tree is back. I don't know who they're going to opt to switch out, but I think he's shown enough from the support position for a team that has had a lot of issues for getting members healed. Walmy, maybe, if you're listening, start Phoenix Plays over someone.
That's where they're getting all their wins. Just saying, man. Just saying.
But that's going to do it for Game 1, guys. That was a blast of a series, so thank you to everyone that was joining us. Now, stay tuned. We're going to swap streamers real fast as we bring in our production B team, because we've got... Maybe not our production B team. I'm thinking backwards. Anyways, we got 3D1C versus my team, Casting Couch, coming up, so stay tuned.